every time I show those slave pictures. So that's why I don't feel a certain type of way about the white man and slavery. When I'm looking at slavery, I'm not looking at an episode of Roots. I'm looking at Deuteronomy 28 to what happens to a people who disobey God. So giving it to the white man and say the white man did all this is taken away from what our God said he would do to those who disobey him. See, I'm not sitting here stuck on stupid white man, white man, white man, white man. He's the boogeyman. He's the bad guy. That's ridiculous. You're taken away from God's prophecy. Esau was chosen to rule by default because either it's our people ruling or him, because we have the same blood and we struggle together with that same bloodline within our mother's belly, Rebecca. And if we fall from grace and go against that God who gave Moses the law, by default, Esau had to rule because the rulership was between those two children in Genesis 25. See, that's why I don't look at it. Oh, the white man enslaved me. Oh, my God, what was me? You giving him more credit than he should have. OK. It wasn't through his power we were enslaved. We went through this for disobeying God. So I can read these scriptures and these prophecies and not feel something personal against any race of people, because that takes away from the Bible's power in prophecy. Right? Elder Lawyer, let's hit him. Let's go to the 11th verse.
Yes, sir. Verse 11. And the beast that was and is not, even he is the eighth, and is of the seven, and goeth into perdition.
Read.
And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as of yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast.
1 hour with the beast. And you know what this is? You know what this is talking about, folks? The 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings. We know they're the 10 horns, or the European powers, which have received no kingdom as yet. You know why they haven't received the kingdom? Because when they brought us over here, America took Europe's shine. And we became the influencers when it comes to culture for the whole earth. You would have thought that we as a people would be following Europe, right? If America came last, shouldn't America be following Europe? How is it that Europeans in Europe are influenced by Americans? How is it that even Africa take their cues and culture on how to be, and we came over here separated from them? How is it they look at us to be guided through what's going on right now? So it says, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings which have received no kingdom as yet. You know why they haven't received any kingdom? Because America took Europe's shine. And that's what happens when you bring the children of Israel over into a land where we meet our brothers. And we are coming together indirectly, not knowing who we are. And now it's emanating throughout all cultures that something is going on in this place that's different than any other place in the earth. See? So we took Europe's shine. And they've always resented that. How can we set up a new place called America for white people, and now black people are being celebrated all over the earth? Right? So Europe has resentment against America for that. And it says, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. So what is this saying? Remember, you got this lesson in so-called 2024. What this is telling you, brothers and sisters, that Europe will have the last 7 years before the coming of Christ. That they would need to dissolve America so that they can have the 1 hour is the last 7 years according to the timeline and consummation from the beginning. That before it's over, all governments must be dissolved so that the power could go back to Rome. And that is what's happening right now. They must take away America. So by default, the financial systems, the government systems that would rule all the world and all that, it comes directly from the hub that created these colonies, Rome. And that's what's going on right now. They are dissolving the corporation, that last little kingdom that would survive and be celebrated throughout the earth. It took Rome shine. So now Rome must dissolve America so that all the earth go back to what? Celebrating and paying homage to Satan's seat, the Vatican. Let's read it. Let's go, Elder Lawyer.
Yes, sir. Verse number 13. These of one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast.
One mind, which is one world order. Come on.
And shall give their power and strength unto the beast. These shall make war with the Lamb.
They will make war with who?
These shall make war with the Lamb.
So that's what they're doing, folks. They're setting the stage for Armageddon. America isn't going to be in existence as a country as we see it today when Christ returns. It's going to be Europe who's fighting against the second coming. They must align all of the world's military under Rome's strength for this last war. See this? And it says, these shall make war, which is Rome, with Christ. And all the time they've been perpetrating a fraud, claiming to be Christians who are for Christ, when really these are they who are seeking the military fortitude by deceiving the world to have the world's citizens fight with Satan and the Vatican against Christ's coming. Read.
Verse 14, these shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them.
Read.
For he is Lord of lords and King of kings, and they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful.
And those that are with him, with Christ, are what? Are called, chosen, and faithful. When Christ returns, the dead in Christ shall rise first. And that's right, folks. They'll have those new bodies on their way back here. And those that remain who believe in Christ shall meet Christ in the air on the way back here with the new forms. And that's when it's really game on. That's when it's game on. And it even tell you, listen, it even tell you in the book of the Dead Sea Scrolls that the Most High is going to plant Judah, Benjamin, and Levi in the desert for the final battle against Esau. It's going to be a standoff like this world have never seen. Huh? Read.
Yes, sir.
15.
Verse number 15. And he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth, are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues.
Read.
And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore.
These shall hate the whore, and what?
And shall make her desolate.
And hold
naked.
up. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked. Who do you think put up a president of the United States to have the United States seem weak or look weak in view of all the powerful diplomats on the outside of America? Who do you think put up a weak representation of America? Who do you think did that? Because now that makes America look weak, naked, exposed, where anyone can feel at any time they can come against America based on weak leadership. It was Rome and all of them who put up weak leadership in America, because that was signaling to all the other countries she can be had now. See? She can be had now. Right? Let's put up a weak-looking president who fall down steps, who trips and fall all over the place, who push legislation where there are powerful men who once helped the earth help America take down every nation of the earth in their military, that the same leader would tell their strong men who once defended the country that they're only empowered if their men put on dresses. This is how you politically expose a country and make it naked before the world. While every other country is building up their armies for the war, in the Western world, America in particular, they're telling men to put on dresses. Think about that. This is how they're politically making the country weak in its optics on an international scale, from an international standpoint. Exactly how the book of Revelation, exactly how the book of Revelation said it was going to happen, folks. It's the 10 horns. It's Europe intentionally showing America as weak as it has ever been. Burn her with fire. It's Europe shaping the legislation which will lead to a war over there against Iran. And they are strategically doing this so that they can have power on earth for the last 7 years before the second coming. And folks, listen to this, folks. If you in Christ and you walking straight, you don't have to worry about none of this. Okay? You have to worry, because guess what? He's going to bring us through the fire. Okay? We'll be safe. Okay? And I'm talking about the literal and the non-literal fire. It's prophesied that we make it through this. The empire must fall before Jacob stands. And once we stand, our king will crown us before the earth. The whole earth will see the crowning of the children of Israel. And this is not Elder Ricard Yah saying this. It's written.